Do y'all? Rich Trapper type it in, TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge though. You ain't finna get nobody's college though. Hit that subscribe button, become part of the Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all say tap there for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment because the best comment between now and 25,000 subscribers will get a $100 cash app. And the best comment between now and 15,000 subscribers on the new page, you get a $100 cash app. And make sure you get into that if you ain't got into that. And richtraphouse.com, get into that for good merch. Richtraphouse.com, get into that for good merch. Richtraphouse.com, get into that for good merch. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. The merch. Get into that. And I need y'all to make sure you get into Man at the Garden freestyle. That's out now too, man. The Man at the Garden freestyle is out now. Get into that if you ain't got into that. We finna jump into this Kantiana, but before we do, man, disclaimer. Here at CNN Trap News Network, we don't condone, support, or encourage the art of hurting no type of child. Any grown man that messes with a child is a weirdo, and you deserve to get head, shoulders, knees and toes put upon you. Deserve to get your feet whooped. If you ever are a grown man dealing with a little girl, you deserve to get your feet whooped under any circumstances. We finna jump into this Kantiana, man. We got Mr. Marvelous explaining he's a Mexican Southsider who has gotten a 16-year-old girl pregnant. And he now maybe not has a green light on him by the Southsiders as a result of, we finna figure it out. Him and Les are sitting down chopping it up on No Jumper. We finna see what's going on without no further do's or don'ts. We finna jump into this Kantiana, man. I just need to make sure I give y'all that disclaimer that here at TNN Trap News Network, we don't condone or support no kind of weird activities with no kind of little kids, bro. No DJ Academics, pathetic FLAKKO around here. Let's get into this Kantiana without no further do's or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Controversy of this recent
Correct.
situation that's come about, right?
Right.
Where apparently you wound up impregnating a girl who
Correct.
was
Underage.
Underage.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You say that you had no clue beforehand.
Facts.
Why don't you break down the situation from your perspective, from the beginning to end?
So this is not a perspective. This is the fact. I was there, and there's a lot of people speaking on it, even podcasters paying other podcasters to talk about me. And that's cool. These are all oppositions that have had a falling out sometime, and I've spoken up on them. You know, I even ran into them. So how this started was a girl came, and she came with her family or whatever. Not her, but her family made the appointment. I tatted on the dude, his wife. I don't know if it was her aunt or somebody that she brought with her. They came again, tatted them again. The girl, when they first came, and this is the thing, when they first came, I don't work at a shop.
Mhm.
I work from home, bro.
Right.
So, you know, when you go to a shop, you take copies of your ID and shit like that. I don't do all that shit. You know, all that shit. I've been tatting for many years. You can call me a fucking, you know, a hood famous tattoo artist. I guess. You know what I mean? There's homies that you go to that you know
that's
that get
pretty
down.
normal. I got like a bunch of my ink is from backyards.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
Okay, so this girl came, right? One of the girls pops out her ID, like if I needed to make a copy. The other ones all did too. So I looked at them. Nah, I don't need to do that. That's cool. You guys are all of age, whatever. The girl happened to have an ID that she borrowed, which is a fake ID, whatever. You know?
but you're not really looking at it close enough to think that.
Well, the girl in the picture, it looks like her. The
Yeah.
same shit. They look the same. They have their hair in the way they put their hair or however, and they're the same shit. You know, I'm not gonna right here grill everybody. If you do look underage, hell yeah, I'm gonna card you. I got a gang of papers, notarized letters, and this is something that I preach the most. And I don't know if you're aware of it, but say you're tattooing somebody, even if you're a kid. All these young tattoo artists hit me up. Hey, what's up? Can I be an apprentice? Can you show me how to tattoo? Yeah, homie, I got you. Let me warn you something though. If you tattoo an underage person, the minute you break that skin, you're held accountable. That's a statutory rape charge.
Really?
You penetrated the skin. That's
Really?
Damn, I never knew that. Okay.
penetration of a minor with a foreign object.
Oh shit.
So even if you scratch a girl, if you're like messing around and you scratch a girl and she insinuates that it was something sexual, that's a sex crime and it's
Damn.
a scratch.
Damn, that's crazy. Sucks that he had a baby with a 16-year-old off this great information he's giving.
That ain't no joke. That's real shit.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, make sure, or the kids, make sure you get a notarized letter from both parents, because even if one parent says it's okay, and the other parent can contest that, and that's still a rape charge.
Yeah.
So you got to have both parents come, get their IDs, take it to any notary, get that shit stamped, and that's it. Sign your. It's okay for Daniel Ayala to tattoo my son or daughter. This is what he'll be putting. Boom, boom. I have a gang of those letters.
So is that what happened with this girl?
No,
Like,
because they all had their shit. And
Okay.
plus, there was other people vouching that this is their family member and they're old enough. So, and this is where people that are on YouTube, all my circle knows this shit. You know, this happened about 5 years ago.
Mhm.
So YouTube all these other podcasters, fans that don't know my life, that don't know this shit, that don't know me or my character or my moral system, yeah, they're gonna judge me. Look at me, I would judge me too.
Yeah, fool, you got a baby with a 16-year-old. It's looking pretty judgeable.
I would be like, man, f- that fool, hit that fool, whack that fool, wipe that fool off the fucking map. I feel the same way about chomos or pedophiles. I don't like them. What happened, happened, and that was a fact that happened. This girl came back. We had a one-night stand. We texted, and yeah, here's another thing. There was no conversation. I don't know this girl. I'm not right there asking her, like when you're going on a date, asking a girl, hey, what's up? What's your...
Now, his kids tell a different story. His kids say that he was aware of the conversations of the girl being 16, and that there are text messages that say, you know, such. I'm not sure. He's telling the story that the young girl came in with a fake ID, and you know she was presented to be of age, so he ain't asked no questions. He played ball. You feel me? And that's that.
favorite color, mia? Or what kind of music do you like? Charlie, every girl texts now. Add me on Instagram. Add me on Snapchat. And it's a texting thing. What's up? You're handsome. You're cute. How do you really get to know a girl like that? We messed around one time. She got pregnant. The next month, I had my other baby.
Well, when you when you initially tatted her up, what was the tattoo that you gave her?
Butterfly, I think.
Okay, and I mean,
and she was already. They were all of them were all tatted. You know, not that that matters.
Yeah.
You know, but
so she has a fake ID with existing tattoos. It's a tricky, sticky, icky, vicky situation, big dog. No DJ academics.
I'm saying that
I'd seen her say that she had previous tats before that, so like,
yeah,
which is probably gonna give you another. Make you a little bit less on guard about like, oh, she already blasted. Okay, oh, you 20. Cool.
And then
I get that.
After that happened, you know, I didn't see her. I didn't see her after we messed around. We only got confronted when I was chilling with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and we're walking to the Santa Fe Springs swap meet.
Okay, but so a few questions. When you're tatting somebody up, that's somewhat of an intimate experience. You gotta like, you know, you're gonna be sitting there together for at least an hour and a half, even if it's a small tattoo, right? Like, and you're gonna be chopping it up during that time. You guys are gonna be conversing and things like that. Like,
you know what? You could think that, but some people I don't conversate with. I get a lot of ghetto ass people. I get tweakers that come. I got evicted from my pad before all this shit happened. My kids are right there thinking it's because of them. I got evicted because a couple came, and the girl was clowning the dude. I was doing the name on her. I was doing a name on him, Kimberly, and she was clowning him, talking about when I was almost done with the name, and she started talking about, you know, this is just a rebound, right? You know, this is just a rebound, talking shit to him, and they started getting down outside, and I got kicked out. Because of that shit.
Imagine getting your girl's name tattooed on you, and right when you're done, she goes, you know you just a rebound. Oh, you bitch.
You know what I mean? So I'm not sitting there trying to conversate. I got homies that come to me and, hey, what's up? Trying to talk about neighborhood shit. I got girls that come try to flirt, yeah. But then I got the people that are quiet, that don't say shit. And I have to ask them, hey, if it's painful, hey, are you all right? You need a break? They're real quiet. So I stay quiet. I don't want to, you know, I want to get my money. I got appointments backed up, homie. I'm doing 4 to 7 tattoos a day. You know, big pieces, little pieces.
Yeah. So she was one of the quiet ones.
She's quiet to this day. I don't talk to her like that. I see my daughter every once in a great while. They're not even in the state.
So then when she started your interactions between when you actually went and hooked up with her and the tattoo session, what was that like? She just like...
Between what?
Like between the time where you tatted her up and then when you guys actually hooked up. How much time was...
There ain't no conversation like that. That's what I'm saying.
You never even talked to her?
There's no conversation like that. And that's where I take an L on my side. There's no... That is an L on my side. I'll admit that.
That's right.
I should have did that. But I didn't. You know, I had 2 babies a month apart. And you know what? I'll admit it. That was some hood rat shit. That was some hood rat shit. And at 39 years old, but hey, I'm a single man, homie. I live by myself, and it's flattering for a girl in her 20s, early 30s to say, hey, you know what? You're handsome. You're handsome.
I'm not mad at you for knocking up multiple chicks. Like, you know what I mean? That's your business. You feel me? Like, consenting adults, that's you. I get.
And as a nigga myself with 3 baby mamas, as I work on a wife, you feel me? I got 3 baby mamas, but I want to get married one day and have a wife. It's not an issue among consulting adults. It's an issue when it comes into the fact of how old is this young girl.
People can have their opinions on that or whatever. I personally don't give a fuck. You
Right.
feel me? Nick Cannon probably had 5 kids this last week.
There's a gang of actors that I could throw out on the road right now for roadkill, homie, that have babies with underage kids that you wouldn't even think that they did. And you watch their movies today and gangbangers today. I'm not going to do that. That's their business. Whether they knew or not, hey, that's it.
Now, do you feel like it's more of a cultural norm in Latin American culture? Like, you know, I don't mean in America, but, you know, when you go to Mexico, Central America, it's a lot more common to see significantly older men with younger women.
So here's where we get into the colonial thing, right? So a lot of Mexicanos still believe in the old Mexica way. When a girl gets her period, she's of age and she becomes a woman and she's to be married off of a legit male, an alpha male with a good background of family standings that you want your bloodline to grow, right? That's where they still keep that tradition. You know, they like younger girls and they're out there spreading their seed, you know? Some people do that. I don't believe in that right now. I don't believe in that at all, as a matter of fact, because the mindset of a woman today or a girl these days isn't equivalent to what it was back then.
Yeah.
Now, my bad, but women are fucking dumb. They're dumb. They are. They got no respect.
I mean, at 13 years old, when she gets her first menstruation, how much intelligence do you want the young lady to have? Like, she's a kid. Now, granted, I was a 12-year-old. For those of y'all who don't know, I had my first baby when I was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just now at 35 years old getting common sense. So, there's that.
They don't know how to take care of man. A lot of girls do not know how to cook. They want to be the boss. They want to drive. They want to control everything, the music, whatever. And you could listen to whatever you want. You could eat what you want, you know, but they want to be the leader of everything. And you can't be that way. You can't. And when you get into an argument, alpha male is always going to come against that.
Right.
You know, a beta is always going to be, okay, babe, what do you want to go eat? Let's go wherever you want. That. This is what we're going to do. This is where we're going to go or wherever. If you don't like it, that's fine.
So a quinceañera doesn't determine if a woman's ready.
Those are just made up shits that we've been rocking with.
Yeah.
A quinceañera does not make that little girl an adult. How you gonna have a quinceañera and then still got first period on that following Monday? You got a quinceañera on Saturday and then you got biology on Monday. What you still got algebra 1. You still got algebra 2.
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. So the whole reason. Actually, no. Before we get into your son and that whole thing,
go for it.
So since we're still talking about this young lady or whatever, came through, got tatted up. You guys texted a few times, and she said, "Come through or let's link up." And then you guys wound up hooking up. You feel me?
Appreciate it to everybody who said bless you. If you didn't say bless you, you are ungrateful. If you said bless you now after the fact, I appreciate you, and you're not an ungrateful. But if you still ain't said bless you, fuck you. If you just now said it, I appreciate it. But that's just it now. It's too late. I done gave you 3 chances.
Right.
During that time at all, like, now, obviously, like, when you look at fake IDs, because, you know, we've all had fake IDs. I got a fake ID on Alvarado when I was 16. You know?
The thing, too. I never had a fake ID. Never. I never wanted to go to the club until it was time to go to the club. Like, I never really was tripping off that. And then my birthday is September, so I graduated high school at 17. Then I went to Atlanta for 8 months. So shit, nigga, with the motherfuckers I was with, I was just walking into places, and I learned how to trap and all kind of stuff, and then moved back to LA. By then I was 18, and then even still then, like, I wasn't too big on like going to the club and all that at 18. Like, we was having house parties and all that kind of stuff. And then even at 21. I still wasn't too tripping. Like, I never been big on going to the club. Now, my younger brother, he looked just like me. That little motherfucker used my ID all kind of places. Now, would that be a fake ID or using someone else's ID? Because it's my real ID. He's just not really me. I don't know how that would work. But anyway, let's keep going.
I mean, like, most fake IDs are going to either say 18 or 21.
It's not a fake ID like that. I'm not a bar. She didn't come to get liquor. She borrowed her whoever she knows is the ID. That's a fake ID anyways to me.
Right.
You know, it's somebody that was 20.
Right.
This isn't a 21 or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how people get that. Like, oh, you know, you got this ID made. Like, no, it's not made. You know, the date of the birth or whatever equal to 20 years old.
Yeah. And if you're to be fair, if you're not a bouncer at clubs, you might I don't know exactly what to look for.
Yeah,
but
and somebody said, and they're absolutely right. Somebody said in the comment section, hey, you know what? You should have had a card reader. You know what?
That's
I
true.
should.
That's
I
true.
should have a card reader. But hey, I tattoo out on my pad. You know, I don't have a tattoo license. You need all. It's so easy for anybody can get their tattoo license. All you need is a bloodborne pathogen license. That's it.
Yeah.
To know how to be sterile and keep your shit clean. That's about it.
You might as well go ahead and get that shit now, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So you wound up there is no indication during
Like, there's nothing I could tell you that this girl's 16. Like, did the Little Mermaid backpack not? Is that not a clear? Was the Powerpuff Girl lunchbox not a clear indicator? I don't know.
that entire time when you first talked to her and hung out, like this girl seemed a little bit off. Like she seemed younger. She's not quite as mature. Like there was nothing that kind of indicated
We're not sitting there listening to music and shit. You know that she came over and like I said, hey, my bad. It was on some fucking hood rat shit. You know, we did what we did. She got pregnant, whatever, and went home. And I didn't see her till 8 months later at a swap meet where I thought this other girl was my baby's mom that I was with. That's another thing that's in here. She got confronted and we both found out.
So because the girl said that she slightly after hooking up with you, she wound up moving to Arizona or whatever, and then moved back, or I guess was visiting
She
LA.
moves from state to state.
Okay,
you know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know her life like that. I don't know her personality like that.
Right.
You know, and when I put her on my show, I wasn't hiding from nothing. I ain't hiding from nothing. This text message that my son put out, I'm gonna show you right now, and you could read it to the public. This text message that my son thought he was exposing some shit because of the other situation that we're gonna bring up right now. He thought he was exposing some shit, but you'll read it, and then you read it, and with your comprehension skills, you tell me what this says. I could have denied this shit the whole time.
You want me to read it right now?
Yeah, you could read it. But I'm saying I could have denied this shit the whole time. I didn't have to ask this girl, hey, you want to make a phone call and call in?
Okay. You want me to read it out loud?
Go for it, bro.
Okay, it's Monica Danielle once again. Our daughter will be here any week now. My midwife said 2 weeks at most. I need you to send the money now before she's here. If you have Zelle, you can easily Zelle it. I seen you're having a son as well. Congratulations.
Real quick, bro.
Yes.
My bad. And this is
The little girl you got pregnant telling your wife that she's having a baby too. Congratulations is barnaculious.
right after the confrontation at the swap meet.
Okay, so this is like within like a few days of that?
Yeah,
or-
those are timestamped.
Okay. Yeah. So you're having a son as well. Congratulations. Hope you can be a man and admit that both of these babies are yours. Either you accept it or not. Like I said, I'd be in denial. All you want, not my problem. And if you're still with the blood test BS, I'm so sure she's your daughter. If you don't financially support me now, like I told you before, since you had Vanessa's phone, when I texted her, as you know, a social worker will be in the delivery room, and I'm going to take advantage that I have one there already. I talked to a family lawyer and told them my situation, because you think it won't affect you regardless. If I lied of my age, at first a judge won't forgive you getting me pregnant at 16. I just turned 17 this year. And if you're so worried of having a responsibility, I want to let you know I don't want you near my daughter. Your baby's mother told me how much of a psycho you are. I mean, come on, you threatened to throw battery acid on her face.
Threatening to throw battery acid on your baby mama's face is barnacles.
And have broken into her home. All right.
Okay, so I don't care about that being out there. I have nothing to hide, homie. So what does that tell you right there?
It seems like,
And be honest.
well, it seems like my first instinct is, the famous phrase, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She's clearly upset at you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But and that's a young girl.
yeah,
Trying to throw threats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what else does she say?
she wants you to, she's putting whatever situation you got with the other.
No, but she's saying that she lied. She's saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not telling her to say shit. People in the comments were like, "Oh, he probably told her." They're like, I don't talk to this girl like that to
Right.
tell her what to say. And who the fuck am I for her to listen to me? She's not around me.
Well, she made it very clear that, like, regardless, like, she's gonna
You're right.
take advantage of the fact that, you know,
And
she is younger.
And this is
You
the
know what I'm
difference.
saying?
This is the difference, and this is why you know we talked about whatever earlier. There's a difference between, and it's a sickness, bro. You could look up the definition of a pedophile or a chomo. It's a person willing and knowing that that person's underage and goes and still pursues that person and penetrates them, if possible. That didn't happen in my situation. I had a group of people come, all identification, and I tatted one and messed around with one, assuming she was 20 years old. How? I don't go seek out little girls. I got 10 kids from a gang of women. I don't have a problem getting women.
God damn, nigga. Whoa. 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 10 fucking kids? Goodness gracious.
I don't need to search out little girls, and I'm not being conceited, homie. I could get a hyena.
No, you seem like you can pull some ladies. I don't deny that at all. There's like different accounts and different videos saying different things. Was there ever a video that was out where that said that you got her parents' permission for that?
No way.
Okay, all
no,
right.
Her parents showed up when I met the baby, and my son did a phone call with Blue Dildo,
Okay.
and he even says
This nigga just called Blue Devil Blue Dildo.
we pulled up and they were there with the baby. And the
Okay.
mom was saying how sorry she was. She was crying, you know, and I'm saying, hey, I'm a gang member. You know, I'm from a barrio. You don't go do that shit and put somebody in the circumstances. And they're both crying right there, you know? And I'm looking at the little baby like, damn. Like, if it is my baby, I got to take responsibility. And I told her that. If it is mine, I will take responsibility. I ain't hiding from shit. I'll never deny my babies. I love all my kids.
Right. 100. And you have what, like 5 kids?
I got 10 kids, homie.
10 kids.
I got well, I have 9 kids. One's not my blood, but
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
At that point, nigga, you might as well just go ahead and take on that other kid too, nigga. Shit, you already got 9. What the fuck is one more?
I got a gang of kids.
Yeah, you put numbers on the board for sure. Okay. So what was the confrontation like at the Santa Fe Springs swap meet?
It was ugly.
How did she know you were finna be there? Are you just
They just happened to be there.
just randomly?
Yeah.
She didn't run into you there. You weren't like tatting there.
No,
doing
there
nothing?
was a group of girls surrounding an ex of mine,
Okay.
and they were surrounding her, and I ran up there like, what the like, what's going on, you know? And then they're like, oh, my homegirl's pregnant from him. Whoop de whoop. She's only this age, and I'm like, what the? And I rushed the whole crowd.
What was your like
You know,
initial?
and I was in shock. I was like,
Yeah.
it's the most ugly feeling in the world. Like you're kicked in the chest when you hear some shit
What a day at the Santa Fe Spring Swap meet. Man, what a sight to see.
like that.
Imagine just being there trying to get some pro clubs. I said you were just trying to get some pro clubs and you see this shit, articles.
Because something like that's the worst shit in the book besides a rat. That's the worst shit. And you can get got for that shit point blank. I don't like it. I beat up files, you know, and that's a no-go. Point blank, you know, but there's context to everything. There's context to everything, you know?
When you saw her, like the group of girls that ran up, were you like, oh shit, these all look like a bunch of fucking like Girl Scouts? This is like
little ghetto chicks. Yeah, you know? But I mean, they're all young. I was ghetto when I was little too.
Right.
You know, so I can't blame them how they're acting.
No, but it like did that kind of like give you realization like, oh shit, this chick's a lot younger than I thought? Did you kind of like realize?
I was in shock. That was a shock of my life, especially experiencing it with a girl that I was chilling with and a daughter that I thought I had with her. You know, I thought I had a kid with this girl too, but it ended up not being.
Now, like a lot of people would say, and I'm not gonna lie, we all know that like there's beautiful women of all ages and shit, but a lot of people
Not 16. Not 16.
people might say like, damn, like how are you even attracted to a girl that looks within the realm of age of the early 20s when you're in your late 30s at the
Hey,
time?
you know what? People are always gonna have a problem with it. But how many standards or opinions are you gonna live by? Should I live by your opinion or his opinion all the time?
Well, the standard and opinion that you shouldn't do this to little girls, I think we can all agree on.
The point blank, they made a law, right? 18 and over. That's the law, right? So what the hell does it matter if a girl's above that age? She's an adult. She's an adult. I understand the mindset now.
No, this is true.
The
This is true.
mindset, you know, of a woman, maybe she's immature or whatever, But I mean, no, not every guy's gonna be thinking about all that shit at that one moment when it's about to go down.
No, I get it, and I'm not gonna act like I'm fucking holier than thou, and I've never been attracted to like, like a 21-year-old girl or something.
Right.
20. I'm not fucking perfect.
And then look at how girls look these days. Do girls look these days how they looked in our days?
A little bit different, but
a little bit.
But
homie, vatos are getting fooled by dudes acting like women.
That is a whole other very terrifying.
You got Carlos O admitting to sleeping with a transgender dude.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
And this nigga just snitched on Carlos. I don't know where Carlos had anything to do with this, but damn, Carlos. This is getting ugly. Everybody can get in this motherfucker. Sheesh.
That's all bad. That's all bad.
That's all I can say. It's all bad. It's all bad.
Now, but I will say that there's like a certain, I don't know, like if I wind up having a conversation for more than 5 minutes, it's very difficult for me to like find common ground.
And if that would have happened, if the conversation would have happened, this wouldn't have happened. If I knew the personality by her speaking and talking about music or going to go eat and her not knowing about shit that's on the table or whatever, hey, you're a little fucking kid. We don't got nothing in common. I don't want to I'm trying to chill with a girl and maybe create something, a family or something.
So do you think in retrospect, maybe like you would, if you could do that over, you would have tried to vet her out a little bit, try to get to know and get to the bottom of that?
Now, because of the circumstances, of course, anybody's going to say, yeah, if I could go back and change things, hey, I would. But you know what? The reality of it is this is my generational curse, and I'm going full force with it. I'm humbly accepting any fate that comes to me. Any fate. But if people can't comprehend that I didn't seek out a little kid or whatever hey, handle your shit. Handle it. I would.
Hey, he's accepting his fate. This is a man who might not be with us for much longer on this earth. You can see it in his face.
Right.
I would. I'm everywhere in my neighborhood. I'm with the homies in my neighborhood.
Well, and it's crazy. Like someone like you who, like you said, you've never had no smut on your name. You never had nothing, like no negativity associated. I mean, obviously there's negativity with gangbanging and shit, but in general, like you were Klecha, you're by the book, you know what I'm saying?
Until I got on YouTube, then people had a problem with it. So when I started speaking about certain things, people had a problem with it. Oh, they don't agree with my opinion. So it's my opinion.
So that was even before this incident. People started tripping on you just by you being on YouTube.
You got American Chola.
Okay.
Come on, hating, telling lies on the story on me at the car show. I called him. I went up to him. I told him let's go outside with his homie. I told my daughter to stay aside.
So what happened? Because the story that I heard is that American Cholo wanted your fade and you turned it down.
He'll tell everybody that story. Who did I come over here with? Who did he come over here with? I don't need nobody with me, bro.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I told my daughter, wait right there. We told him, let's go outside. He didn't want to go outside. He walked around a little bit laughing with his homie, talking about some paperwork shit. All that paperwork shit missed me with that, homie. I didn't read the paperwork as a factual thing on him. When that shit came out from the
when Groomers Collective put out,
okay, but there you go. No, wait, no, that's not.
Then you call that nigga Gunners Collective, Groomers Collective? It's a lot of beef on them. Like, that's outside. It's a lot going on over here.
Who put it out? The food community put that shit out.
Oh, did they?
Okay, where LA Icon was at. Okay. They put that paperwork out to everybody. So either it was LA Icon or the other vato. I don't know who did it, but it came from them.
I don't think it was Icon, but
Some people ran with it, read it as facts. I said in my video that was edited and put it up. I said, I don't know if this is real or not, but I'm reading this paperwork to call him out to read his real paperwork, what he got busted for. Because he said he blasted on a Hura, he blasted an enemy or whatever, and he did 2 years in a YA drug program. No, you don't do that. I caught 2 attempted murders for 2.
Okay, so this is something different. We about to the next, man. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free Avenue Angel Tweets free.